Welcome back to a quickly emptying Apple Bowl here in Wenatchee for what was at times, actually most of the time, a very hard-fought contest between Kashmir and the Wenatchee Panthers that ends with Wenatchee winning this one on a penalty shootout. But without a doubt, these teams gave each other no quarter throughout the entire contest.
Yeah, they both went after it. I was thinking they'd have a little bit of a feeling out period, come out a little tight, but no, they just from the get-go came after each other and fought hard. Kashmir jumped up on them, in the first half with those two goals, and that 2-0 lead, that dreaded 2-0 lead, turned around and might have played an outcome in the end of the game.
What is it about that 2-0 lead? Is it that it gets people complacent that, okay, we got this sort of deal, or is it that is it the first goal that's the momentum switcher?
I think it's the momentum switcher. You feel a little comfortable with 2-0, but you give up a goal, and that cuts your lead in half. And psychologically, I think the fact that you just lost half of your lead plays a little role, and you tighten up and you play a little more defensive, and you're not sure if you should go on the attack and expose yourself. And so you play a little tighter. The other team got some success. They're sniffing blood, and so they get after it. And then all of a sudden, before you know it, you give up that second goal and you're tied. And now you're reeling, and you're just fighting to stay alive and not lose the game. And things happen.
And that's basically what happened here today. Kashmir took the lead in the 10th minute with Molly T's shot that caught even Molly T's, I would dare, by surprise, because it was off a miscue of the Wenatchee defense, and she was able to capitalize on a very tight angle.
Yeah, the keeper, a couple times we saw this in the game. Wenatchee's keeper wasn't quite sold on coming out. That little hesitation, a little delay resulted in kind of a misplay of the ball there and some confusion. Should the defender clear it? Is the keeper going to get it? And Molly Tees just took advantage of that confusion and said, you know what, I'm going to take the ball if you're not going to, and she parked it in the net.
And she did that too 21 minutes later in the 31st minute for the 2-0 lead for Kashmir. And that's where the 2-0 curse started to settle in, because in the second half, in the 64th minute, Allie Flynn made this a 2-1 game for the Bulldogs and the Panthers.
Yeah, it was a great little give and go. A lot more times than not, unfortunately, that second ball back, the striker decides to take a touch before they shoot. And this was just as much Kashmir's ball as it was Allie's ball. And Allie didn't take that second touch, didn't give Kashmir the ball, and just ripped a shot. And it was a beautiful shot in the upper left corner.
And in the 78th minute, the second tally for Wenatchee, it was a magnificent individual effort by Allie Rader, who would, like you said during the broadcast, would not be denied.
No, she just kept. If she turned it over, she got right back on it, and that's the sign of a good player. That's what coaches look for. Never giving up. Man, she didn't give up. She was determined to get a shot off, and it wasn't a huge, powerful, well-placed shot, but it was a shot, and under these conditions, anything can happen. The ball is slippery. The keeper might have picked it up late because there was traffic in front of her, and it ended up finding the net. So, goal's a goal.
And with that 2-2 lead, we went into the end of regulation. Then we had 10 more minutes of overtime. And on the end, the sweepstakes, known as the penalty kick shootout, decided that Wenatchee would take this contest by a final score of 5, make that 4-3 in penalty kicks for the Panthers. Well, before we go, let me remind you once again that we will be here bringing you the Eastmont and Moses Lake contest later this week, and also the Eastmont and Wenatchee contest from right here in the Apple Bowl. For Matt Weisen, a pleasure working with you, Matt. This is my first time working with you. I had a lot of fun. And for, of course, our man behind the camera, Tucker Wagner, I'm Sebastián Moraga saying so long, and thank you for being with us. Have a good night.
Good night.